when I left my husband, I was working a minimum wage job at a bakery, making $7 an hour, and I experienced homelessness for about 2 years. Um, I have a wonderful family, but I had a lot of pride back then, and I didn't want anyone to know I was going through a divorce. Um, so I took my children through and myself through some really difficult circumstances, living in and out of homeless shelters. But in one of those shelters, that's when I learned I was a community organizer because it was such a bad shelter. It was terrible. And I started to complain. And the director said, well, why don't you help us get some money? And I was like, I'm in the damn shelter. Anyway, the long story short of that is I wound up sitting next to President George Bush and his brother, Governor Jeb Bush in Florida, advocating for the shelter. And we did get the money. And like a couple of weeks later, I was moved to like this incredible shelter, which I always said, if I ever became rich, I would want to replicate what they did.
I know we're just gonna stop. We're gonna change the word medicine is when you become rich. Okay.
Okay.
Change the
When
if.
I become rich, yeah.
All right.
So, and in the shelter, I was telling this story yesterday. During that time in my life, I suffered major anxiety. Oh my gosh, I was afraid to drive over highways, over bridges, and I was living in Florida at the time. And we were required to attend some of these workshops to live in this shelter in St. Petersburg. And one of the ladies was a Silva method instructor. And so she was sharing this method about like mind control and going, like learning how to slow down your brain waves to control your emotions. And so anyway, because I didn't have anything to lose and I didn't have any other tools, I started to use this driving over bridges, and it worked. And so I got interested in the Silva method. And those are one of the, I have been blessed by many amazing human beings in my life that have just gifted me with all types of wisdom, um, bailouts, food. Like I've just been blessed, so blessed. And I've told myself that I will never forget what it feels like when you are in need or um, confused or in a dark place, because I always wanted to grow my compassion and my ability to help provide, like to give, to give. I wanted to be like an apple tree, like so whoever needs, they can just pick, right?